Ladies and gentlemen, Ron DeSantis is under fire for Black history in Florida. And I'm not surprised. Of course, a lot of his political adversaries are coming out against him and opposing what he's doing. So he's catching it from all sides right now. So far, the biggest two that have spoken out the loudest is Kamala Harris and Chris Christie. He also criticized the slavery modifications that have been done down there in Florida, which are just bold faced lies. And none of this should be done. History should be told truthfully. If you're not going to tell it truthfully, then don't tell any history at all. You know, you want to tell everybody else's history accurately, but when it's ours, oh, we may hurt somebody's feelings, so it got to be changed. Y'all can miss us with that. You have lived around us all this time and didn't care about no hurt feelings before, but all of a sudden you care about hurt feelings. Man, please, you can miss me with the whole thing.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis received criticism from members of both parties over his state's new African American history curriculum that directs middle school teachers to highlight useful skills that slaves may have developed while in bondage. The revised curriculum, which was approved last week by Florida's Board of Education, features a section that examines the tasks performed by slaves, such as trades like carpentry and blacksmithing, in addition to agricultural work. It prescribes teaching middle schoolers how slaves developed skills which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. The change has sparked an outcry from teachers' groups and the NAACP and harsh criticism from Vice President Kamala Harris. Asked by a reporter about the curriculum last week, DeSantis defended it while saying he wasn't personally involved in the change and directed questions to the State Board of Education. But I think what they're doing is I think that they're probably going to show some of the folks that eventually parlayed being a blacksmith into doing things later in life, said DeSantis, who is trailing former President Donald Trump in polls for the Republican presidential nomination. But the reality is, all of that is rooted in whatever is factual. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who is also running for the Republican nomination for president, accused DeSantis of igniting the controversy through a 2022 law he championed, dubbed the Stop the Wrongs to Our Kids and Employees Woke Act. DeSantis has made his record on education issues a key plank of his presidential bid. I didn't do it and I'm not involved in it are not the words of leadership. Christie said Sunday on CBS's Face the Nation, quoting the Florida governor's response to questions about the curriculum. Governor DeSantis started this fire with the bill that he signed, and now he doesn't want to take responsibility for whatever is done in the aftermath of it. Another Republican presidential hopeful, ex-Reverend Will Hurd of Texas, also took aim at new curriculum. Unfortunately, it has to be said, slavery wasn't a jobs program that taught beneficial skills, Hurd tweeted. Spokespeople for DeSantis and Florida's State Department of Education didn't immediately respond to an emailed request for comment. The chair of the Board of Education, Ben Gibson, also didn't respond to an email seeking comment. The controversy prompted Harris to make a hastily planned visit Friday to Jacksonville, where she strongly criticized the curriculum. There is a national agenda afoot that there are many aspects of our history that some would like to overlook, erase, or at least deny, the vice president said. This is unnecessary to debate whether enslaved people benefited from slavery. Are you kidding me? DeSantis defended the standards as very thorough, very factual during an appearance in Utah with local GOP leaders. He accused Harris of trying to demagogue the curriculum while the Biden administration ignores more pressing issues. Florida is focused on teaching true and accurate African American history. If you actually read our standards, you'd know that. Manny Diaz Jr., Florida's education commissioner, said in response to national critics. Passed in response to the conservative fervor over critical race theory, Florida's Stop Woke Act purports to ban teaching kids to hate our country or to hate each other, DeSantis said in introducing the legislation. The law has generated fear and confusion among educators and administrators across Florida. Some have said they altered or cut material from lessons to avoid running afoul of the law's expansive prohibitions against leading people to feel guilt over past actions by members of their racial group. Florida's curriculum mentions slaves or slavery roughly 200 times. The updated curriculum for high school social studies courses frames slavery as a long-standing practice that predates European colonization of the Americas. It directs teachers to include lessons on how the slave trade developed in Africa, how slavery was used in some Asian and indigenous American cultures, and how Europeans were kidnapped by Barbary pirates and sold into slavery in Muslim countries.
So, ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to defend what's going on and at the same time say, well, it really didn't have nothing to do with it. It was the education department. And you had a lot to do with it. You were the only one that shut down Black history in your state. Now, some of the reasons you gave were valid, but at the end of the day, this was all to set up what they are doing now. That's all. Nobody else's history is getting rewritten except for ours. That should say a lot. And these folks are trying to use their children as shields for the reason why this should be changed. I don't believe history should be changed for a living soul on this planet. It should be told as it happened, period. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.